Most people think that discipline is willpower. Woke up at 5 in the morning, took a cold shower, ate unsalted oatmeal, and looked like a monk who'd been banned from TikTok. But here's the unpleasant truth. Your brain hates discipline not because you're weak, it's because it's programmed to conserve energy, seek pleasure, and avoid pain. To your brain, discipline isn't a path to success. It's a suspicious guy in a dark alley who says, "Come on, this is going to be hard." Here are 5 reasons why your brain sabotages your discipline. It's not a lack of motivation. It's not just a matter of just start. It's specific internal traps that cause you to promise yourself a new life every Monday, only to find yourself negotiating with a cookie by Tuesday. First, the brain prefers comfort, not growth. Your brain doesn't wake up in the morning thinking, "How can we become a legend today?" No, it thinks, "How can we avoid dying, avoid exerting ourselves, and get some dopamine on the cheap?" That's exactly why working out feels like torture, while one more set feels like a gift from fate. The problem is that growth almost always feels like discomfort. Learning is hard, working out is unpleasant, working on yourself is boring, but lying around scrolling through your feed is easy, fast, and satisfying. Your brain votes for it with both hands, both feet, and your credit card. But discipline begins when you stop asking, "Do I want to?" and start asking, "Who will I become if I choose the easy way out again?" Comfort isn't the enemy. It's a couch with a killer's smile. It doesn't kill you right away, it just makes you softer every day. Second, your brain trusts your mood more than it trusts a plan. You've decided to work on a project. You've written down your goal. You've even bought a nice notebook. Because, of course, life doesn't change without a notebook. And now it's time to get to work. But you're not in the mood. You have no energy. You have no inspiration. That inner voice goes like this: "Not today. Mercury's in retrograde today. I'm tired, and the mood just isn't right." And so you put it off until tonight, then until tomorrow, then until starting Monday. Congratulations, your mood has just robbed you. Disciplined people don't have some magical constant desire. They've simply stopped waiting for the perfect conditions. They do the bare minimum, even when their soul is lying on the floor like a worn-out rug. 5 minutes of work, one attempt, one page, one step. It's not heroism, it's simply refusing to let your mood take the wheel, because your mood is like a drunk driver. Today it wants success, tomorrow it wants a burger, and the day after tomorrow it wants to hide under the covers. The plan should lead the way. Your mood can sit in the backseat and whine. Third, the brain loves instant rewards. That's why discipline loses out to your phone. Your goals pay off slowly. Sports will show results in months. Learning English comes through practice. Business comes through mistakes, stress, and a lot of tedious tasks. But your phone pays out right away. A like, a video, a meme, a message, a little fireworks show in your head. Your brain isn't the villain, it's just a short-sighted investor. It chooses whatever yields a return right now. That's why long-term goals seem to it like some murky pension fund. Will things be better in a year? Thanks, but we've got a funny cat video coming up in 2 seconds. The solution isn't to hate pleasure. The solution is to make discipline visible. Celebrate small victories, check things off, keep track, see your progress. The brain needs a signal. Look, we're not just suffering, we're building something. Discipline without feedback is like digging a tunnel in the dark. After 10 minutes, you'll want to give up, but if you see that you've moved forward even just a centimeter every day, your brain starts to realize, okay, there's a reward here. It's just a grown-up kind of reward. Fourth, the brain fears the identity of the new person. The strangest thing is, sometimes you sabotage yourself not because you don't want success, but because success requires a new version of you, and the old version starts to panic. If you suddenly become disciplined, you won't be able to say, "That's just the kind of person I am." You won't be able to hide behind chaos. You won't be able to romanticize procrastination as if it were a personality trait rather than a problem. You'll have to admit a lot of it wasn't fate, but habit. And that's unpleasant. The brain loves the familiar, even when the familiar is ruining your life. Familiar laziness feels safer than unfamiliar strength. A familiar failure feels more comfortable than an unknown success. That's why when you start to change, resistance arises inside you. "Hey, where are you going? We always gave up on the third day." This is where discipline becomes less about a schedule and more about a vote. Every small choice is a vote for your true self. If you skip it again, that's a vote for your old self. If you do the bare minimum, that's a vote for your new self. No one changes with a single grand decision. People change through 1,000 mundane choices. Fifth, the brain hates discipline because it takes away excuses. As long as you're undisciplined, you have a comforting story to tell yourself. "I just don't have time." I'm not motivated. I'm going through a tough time. I could do it if circumstances were better. That sounds convincing, almost like a documentary about your misfortune. But discipline poses a very uncomfortable question. What if you actually can? And that's it. The magic of excuses starts to crumble. Because if you can manage 10 minutes today, that means you could have done it yesterday too. If you can read one page, then the problem wasn't the book. If you can go for a walk, then it wasn't the weather. Discipline isn't cruel because it demands too much. It's cruel because it shows just how much you've willingly given away to chaos. Conclusion. Your brain doesn't hate discipline per se. It hates anything that requires energy now for a reward later. It loves comfort. It trusts its moods. It's drawn to quick dopamine hits. It clings to your old self. And it defends your excuses like a dragon defends its gold. But here's the good news. You can retrain your brain, not by yelling, not with motivational outbursts at 3 a.m., but through small, consistent repetitions. First, choose growth, even when comfort calls louder. Second, stick to the plan, even when your mood is low. Third, make your progress visible. Fourth, vote for your new self through small actions. Fifth, stop making excuses. Discipline isn't a prison, it's the moment when you finally stop being a hostage to your own mind. While your mind craves the easy way out, you choose what's useful. While your mind asks you to put things off, you do the bare minimum. While your mind whispers, "Not today," you reply, "Today of all days." Because freedom isn't doing whatever you want. Freedom is being able to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Which point resonates most with you? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Good luck!